There is no specific time zone at the South Pole. This is because all the longitude lines on the planet meet up there. The stations on the South Pole use the time zone of the country that owns them, meaning two stations near each other could be using two different time zones. The Burj Khalifa is so tall, you can see two sunsets from it in one day. You can see the sunset happen at ground level, and then if you get the elevator all the way up the building, you can see it set again from the top. Broccoli is a man-made food. Broccoli only came about after years and years of the selective breeding between wild cabbage plants that started around the 6th century BC. In fact, the word broccoli comes from the Italian for the flowering crest of a cabbage. Only a quarter of the Sahara Desert is sandy. Most of this enormous desert is covered in gravel, although it also has its own mountain ranges and oases. Also, it is not the world's largest desert because Antarctica is the world's largest desert. The Antarctic Polar Desert covers the Antarctica continent and covers roughly 5.5 million square miles. The Sahara Desert covers roughly 3.6 million square miles. Your nose and ears never stop growing. They're the 22 parts of a body that keep growing when all your other future's growth comes to an end. The Eiffel Tower grows in the summer. Due to the heat expansion of the tower's iron in the summer sun, the Eiffel Tower's height can grow by up to 7 inches. Bees can fly higher than the Mount Everest. Bees can fly at levels up to 29,525 feet above sea level, that is higher than the planet's tallest mountain, the Mount Everest. The smallest dinosaur ever discovered is only 16 inches long. Discovered in China, the Microraptor is one of the most recent dinosaur discoveries and is the smallest ever found. Most of the specimens that have been found have also been fully grown, so the baby Microraptors would have been even smaller. Peanuts, walnuts, almonds, cashews, and pistachios are not nuts. They are classed as seeds because a nut is defined as a hard-shelled dry fruit or seed with a separable rind or shell and an internal kernel. Natural bananas contain seeds inside of them. The reason a store-bought bananas are nice, soft and seed-free is because they have been specially bred over generations so that they do not form mature seeds. The most common banana, the Cavendish, traces its selectively bred lineage all the way back to 1834. All astronauts going to the International Space Station are to learn how to speak Russian. This is because astronauts traveling to the ISS must each ride with Russian cosmonauts, and the controls of the Soyuz spacecraft are in Russian. The first British astronaut to go to the ISS, Commander Tim Peake, said, "Learning Russian has been the single most difficult aspect of my training." Sharks are older than trees. Sharks have been about on this planet for roughly 400 million years, which is about 50 million years longer than trees. Before trees existed, Earth was covered with giant white mushrooms. These huge fungi, with 24 feet tall and 3 feet wide, covered most of the Earth's surface before trees existed. Avocados never ripen on trees. Because of this, farmers often use the avocado trees as a form of storage to keep the fruit fresh until they are ready to pick it and sell it. 40 million years ago, penguins were 6 feet tall. This was discovered from bones found at Seymour Island dating back to 37 to 40 million years ago. These gigantic penguins would have weighed up to 250 pounds. 25% of all mammal species on Earth are bats. There are a whopping 1,200 different types of bat. They range in size from a bumblebee bat, the world's smallest mammal, all the way up to the giant golden crowned flying bat, which has a huge wingspan of almost 6 foot. On statues, a horse's leg tell you how the statue figure died. If a horse has both its front legs in the air, then the person died in battle. If the horse has one of its front legs in the air, they died of wounds received from battle. And if the horse has both its front legs on the ground, then the person died of natural causes. For the first month of living, babies only see in black and white. They also only see the outlines and are unable to focus on items just after the birth. This is because the retinal nerve cells are fully established yet and they lack the capability to process visual information. The US has more millionaires than Sweden has people. There are over 10 million millionaires in the US, while Sweden has a population of less than 10 million people. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.